my lovely peeps, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. So today I'm going to be reacting to Asexual TikTok. It has been a very long time since I've done any TikTok reactions on this channel, and I thought, why not get back into it? I love doing TikTok reactions. I know y'all love seeing me react to TikTok, so I thought, why not do that today? Please ignore that sound. It's just my cat has a new collar and it jingles a lot. So if you hear that in the background, ignore it, please. But before we get into the video, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified for any time that I put out new content. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so every single one of you counts to build this wonderfully queer community. And with that, let's get into reacting to wonderfully asexual TikTok. I love this dude's content. Me. Hell yeah. Truth. I love it. Yes. Stop. Me. Yes. I love that. I love this dude's content. I will have all of the asexual content creators that I am reacting to in the description box below if you want to check out more of their stuff. But yes, asexuality does not mean that you don't want to be dating or be in a committed relationship. There are plenty of people who are on the asexual spectrum that are happily partnered, and I know that's one of the most common misconceptions about asexual people, but asexuality just means you experience little to no sexual attraction. Same with aromantic. You experience little to no romantic attraction. They're not the same, they are very similar, but yes, I like his explanation about this a lot, and his content's so good. Hell yeah. Stop. Yo, actually though, okay, so I am so lucky that this has never happened to me, but I genuinely know there are asexuals who have explicitly said, yo, I'm ace before the first date, because honestly, I feel like it's a really good thing to just let someone know if you're on the spectrum or not, just to be like, hey, this is something that you need to know about me before we go on a date, in case, you know, you kind of want to dip. If you get this response, first of all, I'm so sorry. Like, the fact that people are like, oh, being asexual, I'll wait, like, you'll give in eventually. It's like, no, this is like your sexuality. Like, bruh, get it through your head. Being asexual is not just someone being abstinent or prudish or taking a while to like be comfortable having sex. It's literally asexuality, lack of sexual attraction. It's not going to happen. Well, depending on the ace person, but the majority of ace people, it's not gonna happen. So you're gonna be waiting your whole life if you decide to do that. But yeah, this is horrible. Don't say this to an ace person when they tell you if you are trying to go on a date with an ace person. Just don't say it.
Relationships don't require love or sex. We hear all the time that our relationships are not valuable, not worth prioritizing, or not real relationships at all, simply because they don't contain love and or sex. And for asexual and aromantic folks, that can be a problem, because love and sex are sometimes things we don't want to include in our relationships. But we still want to have relationships. We still want to build those connections. So we need to abandon the idea that love and sex are necessary foundations for relationships to exist and for them to be valuable. Instead, we need to center all the kinds of supportive, nurturing care that can exist outside of love and sex as valuable and adequate foundations for relationships of all kinds.
Yes. I feel like this, I feel like this applies to everyone, not just people who are aro or asexual. I definitely feel like because our society values or puts so much value into, in order to be in a relationship with someone, you have to have sex, you have to love them. And people who are on the asexual spectrum or on the aromantic spectrum get such a short end of a stick, because it's like, well, we experience little to no version of that attraction. So it's just like, we still want human connection though. Just because you're ace doesn't mean that you don't want that companionship, that connection with someone else, that commitment from someone else. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You still have those human desires for community, even if you're asexual or even if you're aromantic. It's not like you're a fucking robot or something. And I know that a lot of people think that about asexuals and aromantics, and it's not true. We have emotions. So yeah, I definitely think that there needs to be more nuanced conversation around what a relationship is, and it's not the same thing for everyone, and it's only because we've been brought up in this extremely heteronormative society, and what's the, like, romantic version of that? I can't remember what it is. Someone tell me in the comments down below. Just because we've been told one narrative our whole life does not mean that it works for everyone. There's so many people on this planet. Why would one model work for all of those people? Make it make sense. You don't need sex for a relationship. You don't even need love for a relationship. You can do things and have it be consensual, and everyone knows what's going on, and it's okay. You can still want that companionship, that partnership, relationships, even if you're ace.
Aces aren't straight by default.
They're not. I need
They're
people to
ace.
stop saying
There's
this.
a growing form of ace erasure going on that I've been noticing on Twitter, and I want to thank Ace Girl Eats Cake and AFO Hot Takes for bringing this to my attention and putting it on my timeline. I want to set the record straight. I'm not.
Me.
I'm aromantic and asexual. I'm not attracted to my same gender. I'm not attracted to the opposite gender. I'm not attracted to anyone. And that's okay. Claiming that people who are ace but aren't homoromantic or biromantic are straight by default
Yep.
is a form of ace erasure.
It really is.
You're still ace, no matter where you are on the romantic spectrum.
I think it's so important to have this conversation. And I'm really happy that more people on the ace side of TikTok and just ace communities in general are having this conversation a whole lot more, because there's so much nuance to the asexual spectrum, and the fact that you're just erasing people who might be heteroromantic from ace communities and saying you're not part of the LGBTQ plus community is ace erasure. There are people who are on the asexual spectrum who don't consider themselves part of the community, and that is completely valid. That is 100% okay if you are ace and you're like, you know what, I don't really feel comfortable saying that I'm part of the queer community, and that's fine. But there are so many of us who connect with the community and feel so out of place in the community because we're not queer enough. We're not seen as enough queerness to be part of the community, which is absolutely ridiculous. We're not experiencing what heterosexuals are experiencing. It's a form of erasure of our community, which already doesn't get talked about enough. We're not straight by default. It's just not a thing.
And I went, like, I actually had, like, my body had a
Yo,
reaction with this.
I don't need to know about that. You keep that to yourself.
So, I remember having those, exact reactions when I was younger, and like listening to one specific friend of mine who was like absolutely boy crazy when she was younger, and like I just remember her going off and being like, this dude's so hot, like look at, I'd be like, hey, like yeah, okay, sure, I guess. Like, it's such an ace thing to like, I mean, I know that like there are other parts of the queer community that probably do the same thing, but you look at someone who's like your friend is gushing over and you're just like crickets. Like you don't get it. I love it. It's so accurate. So accurate. I love it. 6, it's are you ace or just? I'm pretty sure this is the dating app one. I can't even imagine. Stop. Yo, what? Stop. I can't believe, like, why would you say that? Like, I don't understand why people think that's okay to say to anyone, but also, like, I don't know, people on apps are ridiculous. People on dating app, like, oh, No, it's bad. It's bad, y'all. I'm very happy I'm ace. I'm very happy I'm on the asexual spectrum because, oh my god, I can't even imagine dealing with that kind of bullshit. Like, oof. Yeah, no, I can't believe people say that to asexuals. If you are an ace who's been on a dating app, comment below the most ridiculous things someone has said about your sexuality on a dating app. I need to see. Like, honestly, I've thought about doing a series of like Lynn explores dating apps just because I would like it would be the most ridiculous thing. If you want to see that, comment down below too. But yeah, no, dating apps are just so weird to me. Like, I know there are a lot of people who love them and use them and have met people and like their partners and everything on them, and I'm just like, it just is so, I don't know. I not for me. No shade. No hate to anyone who uses them at all. It's just not a me thing. And I would get so tired of like hearing that stuff. Like, I can change you. Oh, I've dated plenty. I can change your mind. Like, no. No, don't say that stuff to people. If you all enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite TikTok, who is your favorite asexual content creator. I absolutely adore all of these people that I showed you today. And again, their information will be in the description box below. I also just want to remind you that all of my socials are down there as well. So if you want to go follow me there, as well as my Patreon, if you want to support this channel, helping me make more queer related content. Thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.